We're live.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy Sunday. I liked it.
Morning, Shannon.
Shannon, where are you?
Morning, Shannon.
There she is.
Morning, Shannon.
How are you this morning, Shannon? Morning, Tommy.
How are you going this morning, George?
I'm going really well.
Well, that's good.
Late night last night?
No, not at all.
There goes our first topic. Anything
Piece of
else
content. Yeah.
anything else you wanna-
Slightly annoying.
I could go on about that for 30 if you want.
30 minutes, could you?
What time I went to bed?
Oh, great. It's a bit of a George's. We need a gossip segment by you.
Does George bitch, though?
Yeah, George's bitch.
George, you could bitch.
Yeah.
You could
Bitch
get
each
around
other,
bitching. Bitch batch? Can we do
Yeah.
bitch batching?
Definitely make it a thing. We're making the content anyway, might as well. share
Have you
it
ever
publicly.
talked shit about someone, George, in your life?
Yeah,
That's a yes.
It's off-brand, though.
it is off brand.
That's the beauty of bitching. No one expects it, but everyone's bitching, you know?
True.
G'day, Paulina. G'day,
Hey,
Rob.
Paulina. Hey, Robert.
Glad you're doing fantastic, Shannon.
That's awesome to hear, Shannon.
I dare you guys to sound more sincere.
I'm so I'm so glad you're doing well, Shannon. So lovely to hear.
Oh, that's nice. That's what you
Oh,
say.
that's nice. Oh. Another 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Who watched the One World stream?
Sure did. Still going.
Are we competing with them?
Yeah. We were competing with Buble, but
Maybe
I
we
think
should
he's
have
probably
made our
wrapped it up.
title One World
One word.
in stream.
There is some there are other YouTube accounts that are streaming it as opposed to the actual
I was using ABC, the ABC stream. I see TJ's
TJ's dropped out.
again.
Weird.
Wonder if I need to just could send him in.
I'm all good on my end. G'day, Lyndon. Glad we're on the TV, Shannon.
I'm back.
Oh, did you disconnect, George?
Did you go too, George?
I was gone.
As
Someone
in
else gone.
technically, or you
There we
just
go.
walked
I'm back.
away? No.
It just
Oh.
spaced out.
Tommy's back. I thought it was my internet, but it wasn't.
Oh. Do you want
Yeah.
another link as well? Maybe I should give you a link.
Yeah, that other
George.
link stopped working on my end.
Yeah, same.
Okay, I'm
Strange.
just going to give you a new link. George, give me a sec.
Okay.
Too many gamers streaming.
Stand by,
online.
a bit of tech trouble.
And Sevs, maybe I'll give you one too.
Yeah, we can do
Just
that.
so,
Much better on the
easy.
TV. Yeah.
Just a few more seconds, guys. There you go.
Oh,
New links
great.
for everyone.
Beautiful. Tim Ferriss has done a post, how I take notes and journal, brainstorming,
Yeah, I've watched
focusing,
it already.
and reducing stress, maybe? Anxiety.
Mate, it's called Xanax for Tim. Come on.
So, George, you're on the new link.
Alright, let me join that new link.
Oh, sorry, hang on. I need to click his audio. There we go.
George is logged in.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. Okay. Need to make a few little
we go.
updates.
Plus, it's like my Wi-Fi network all over again.
Oops.
Yeah. Thought it was mine.
Just having to reroute a couple of the shortcuts.
How big's your telly?
2 forward.
2 forward? Yeah, a little bit. 55 maybe?
What's XL?
XL.
That's anything over 50.
50, anything over a
What's
55 is pretty XL.
Do you want to
Yeah.
jump out of Skype and go back in, Sebs? Just getting
Sure
there.
can.
Should be good. George, what's your link?
Did that work?
What's the... Yeah, perfect. What's your link number?
587
Thank you.
at the end.
Yeah, anything over a 55 inch is pretty big.
Alrighty, guys, we're good to go.
Great.
Sorry for the delay, everyone.
It's all good. Sorry about it.
Thanks, George. 15 seconds. Recording.
Great. Good one.
It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 688.
Happy Sunday, Gronks. What's going on? How are we?
Very well, thank you.
George is fired up. Never seen him this fired up in his life.
He's pumped, isn't he?
Look at him.
I'm pumped. My room's looking very orange at the moment.
Yeah.
The sun's coming
It's a
through
lovely
nicely. Yeah,
day.
I'm
It's a
feeling good.
lovely day here
It
in
is a
Melbourne.
lovely day.
There's a lot of people out and about. A lot.
Very
Petrol is
really.
cheap.
We were walking down the street this morning to go and get some supplies, and I noticed that too. There were heaps of people out, and we were walking down the street. We saw this guy who we haven't seen for like a year, and got up closer to him. Hannah's had some sort of brain fart where she's just gone, "Hey!" Went to
Oh.
hug him, and
Oh,
he
oh.
literally jumped back. He was holding some new gloves that he bought, and he slapped her with the gloves. Said, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to fucking kill me?" And she's like,
That's
"Oh,
great.
shit." I was like leaping in between them. Oh, it was all happening. So that was
That's
pretty
great.
funny.
You thought he was attacking Hannah. You front kicked him,
Yeah,
and now you're going
Yeah.
to court. And it was just meant to be a trip
Yeah,
to the shop.
Exactly.
God, that's crazy.
Surely
Hey, I tell you
that's
what,
She felt like she
self-defense.
had.
yeah, definitely
Yeah.
self-defense. There, I've seen in Melbourne. You know how we're talking about binning stuff after Corona. They've binned the 80. What do you call it? Buttons that you press to go across the pedestrian crossing. They've removed
mean?
80 of them and put in automatic ones between certain times,
great.
like
Oh, that's good.
for majority
so
of the
good.
time that people would be using them. So
TJ, can
definitely
you
on the
go
way
out
out.
of your Skype and go back in?
yeah.
Just because it's a
You
little
could
bit...
probably just turn your video off and on.
yeah,
That's
that
what worked for me.
Yeah, that could help.
Try that.
What's been happening, Sebs?
I mean, not too much. We were FaceTiming just before, trying to sort out some of my internet problems. Mum's not able to connect to the network on her laptop, so she's been hotspotting all week.
Has it
and
fixed?
it's, well, she's not home yet,
Okay.
so she was out on a walk. So I'm still waiting for her to get back, and then I'll have to check it out. But it was 2 buttons.
Yeah, well, that's why I said.
Did you turn the router on and off again and it's fixed it?
Yeah, well, it turned out that one of the problems was I actually didn't have the power cable in one of the access points, so
Like he actually didn't have the thing turned on.
I didn't have
Oh,
it turned
no.
on.
Out of,
And so
like,
I
it
was just
an
like,
hour
I was just
of
like,
fucking around.
We've all got our flaws, you know.
yeah.
George is the highly technical editor, but fucking can hardly do anything else.
Shannon's saying in the comments she's watching us on her 65-inch TV.
Solid. How
From
do
a
I look,
TV
Shannon?
From a TV
Big.
size. George, what are you rocking at your joint?
I think it's probably 48. I reckon
48.
40.
48.
You okay?
It's only HD as well.
Really?
Sorry, little man.
Yeah, it's a Sonic.
A Sonic?
Oh, no.
It's like
Really?
Sonic, like SONIC.
Oh, yeah.
With a Q.
Yeah.
Is it
IQ,
is it
Oh,
C?
with a Q.
Is it,
Yeah, with a Q maybe.
it's Q, isn't it? Yeah.
Have you thought about
Yeah,
upgrading it?
Yeah, all the time. I
How-
don't know
how-
what to get.
What have you thought about?
really
Much
be-
more than that, or nah?
Sometimes I see the big ones at Aldi and I go, oh, maybe I should just get an Aldi one. Smart TV for like $500.
I feel
Yeah.
like it probably is good. Like the Sonic one, how long ago did you get that?
Yeah, Chloe got it like 4 years ago.
Mm.
It was a display one. She said, can I have the display one for cheaper? And they said,
Oh.
yeah, okay.
Cool.
Go Kogan. It's good. It's good. It's cheap.
Yeah.
They're better than they were a couple of years ago. But I mean,
Yeah.
how much did you spend on your telly, Josh? Is that a new
I
one?
bought it. Nah, we got ours like 4 years ago, and spent more than you would normally. Like we spent $1,800, but that has done us
Jeez.
for all this time. So
It's not bad.
it's a 55 inch. It's done very well. But anyway, it's not about the Sevs. You've got like a 75 inch, don't you, or a projector?
Do
or something?
you?
No, we've got a 65 as well.
Okay.
65.
But
What's my one?
Dad does want to go 75 for the next one because we're getting
For
a full refund on
4K?
it. So
Has that not happened yet?
4K,
Has the refund?
yeah. Well, no, so it's all happening. I think they sent me a text earlier in the day just asking when the best time is to come pick it up. So I think it's happening Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Wednesday. they're
Wait, so
picking it
was
up.
this the replacement? Because I thought you guys were getting the full cash back.
We are, yeah. So their Samsung is coming back because we had like this white panel down like our display, and so they couldn't fix
Like
it, and
an issue,
they're just
yeah.
gonna, they're gonna refund the whole thing. But
Mate,
it's 4 years
surely-
old, and they're coming to pick it up.
Surely this stuff is cheap now. Like with all the
Yeah.
point things that people are, Qantas pushing to. God, I've never got more emails from Qantas than in the last sort of 3 weeks to my one that's attached to my frequent flyer.
What are they saying?
Oh, wine. Want to get wine? Like they've got all these other little businesses like Qantas this and Qantas that. They're wanting me to sign up for everything. Fuck that.
Well, I wonder if Virgin shits the bed. Velocity, I think, are owned by a different company, so I wonder if the
Oh,
frequent
yeah.
flyer program will stay. Seems a bit
But then
weird
how-
having a
what
frequent
you-
flyer program if you
And
don't
the
have
only
an
good thing
airline.
about the airline thing is that it is something you're spending cash, a fair bit of cash over a year or something.
Mhm.
Whereas what else are you What else are you spending cash on that you could claim?
Mhm.
Does anyone
Yeah.
actually claim like Flybuys points or like at the supermarket?
Oh, my
'Cause if
sister
you
does.
actually-
No,
She
I don't do
does?
any of them.
Yeah,
I see-
you can always
I see
tell
that-
when she's gone for something for flybys because there's just something weird in the pantry, like you know, like some crazy weird type of Pop Tart or something. It's like, what's this for? It's like, oh, flybys. Okay.
I tell you what, it's almost like the gift of having the position of a office manager is the person who does all the shopping for the business.
Mhm.
You put your flybys onto that.
Oh, this is what
Like
Amy
onto-
does, right?
Well, she has in the past, but then she
Mhm.
worked out some other guy was like onto this thing and had been for a very long time.
Mm.
And so she'd worked out, like he's definitely racked up thousands. And the bigger the business, I mean, I wonder if people are... It's like there was people at either Woolworths or Coles who had their own card next to their checkout and was swiping it.
You can't do that.
No, it's
That's really cheeky.
absolutely illegal, but people were doing it for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm just
And
going to
they-
reset your video, TJ, because it's still annoying the shit out of me. It's way out of sync. There's cash rewards. Have you heard of the cash rewards website?
Like
Cash
the
rewards.
shop back, the cashback.
Yeah, so there's like where you actually get, you get money back, exactly.
For what?
Yeah.
For
I mean,
spending. Spend
Yeah,
money, get
so-
money back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they set up, you've got like a add-on that goes in your browser, and so it'll track you as you go through to wherever you're buying from, and so they'll use they're pretty much referring you, and so then they're going to pass on the money that they're making, the commission they're making from the referral, and they're going to pass some of that or all of it back onto you.
Yeah, jeez.
Or even the
annoying.
Amazon affiliates just lowered their rate. Have you seen
Oh.
this?
Even more, we only
Yeah,
got a
it's-
couple of bucks from that.
It's like at 1% or something. They've reduced it a bunch. People are pretty
Oh,
pissed.
come on, Jeff. He's now worth
Yeah,
135 billion. He jumped up about $30 billion in the last couple of months
Oh, really?
in his net worth. Unbelievable. That's
Guys, I wanted to have a bit of a personal announcement.
God, I mean, I saw this sort of photo and
What
I
was
was
the photo?
thinking, no, your
The
video,
video.
sorry. I just saw the
Insta story.
thumbnail of it, right? And I was like, oh, he shaved his head.
No, I just
But no,
I
you've
had
just
a
slicked your
shower and
hair,
just
so-
slicked my hair.
Shannon
it's
did say
not-
you were looking great, Jace.
It's-
Jace? Not
Jace?
Josh?
Beg your pardon?
Fresh out of the shower.
Oh, you shouldn't have said. He's changing his name to Jace. He's changed his name to Jace, and you just bloody blew it, Mason.
Yeah.
No, the
He wants to be more like Jace Hawkins, and he's gone for the full name
He's
change.
looking lean. When they did the dance with his top off, I think he's got an okay rig.
I hadn't seen his body underneath his top before, so
Yeah,
I haven't got anything
it's
to
always
go
a
by.
win when you do.
the one reveal. You hope on the one reveal
Yeah.
that people are saying you're looking good.
You've
so
got to
Jace,
feel
you're looking
lean when you're doing your reveal, don't you? Like if you're someone who doesn't really get their rig out. I had this whole
Yeah, you would
strategy
wanna feel good.
that I was going to get real lean, and then fucking by the time Bree and I got to Europe, I was going to get the one shot. Never happened.
Yeah. Nah, you've got to be pretty confident for that shot of like a top off standing there.
Yeah,
Like
there was a top off on the boat, and I just sort of just dealt with it. And everyone else did too. But no, so my announcement, personal rebrands, we've spoken a lot about it over the years.
Yeah, and 2020, I don't know. I don't think there's been a JJ personal rebrand in quite some time.
I've been pretty consistent, but I think it's time to do something. And so I've decided that it is time for a personal rebrand. And so starting today, I am becoming the chores guy. So organised August was
Doing all
obviously
chores.
really... Beg your pardon?
Oh, doing all chores? Is that what you're doing?
Well, so yeah, what I was thinking...
There's still a delay.
There's a lot of delays going. Sorry, guys.
No, but it adds to the underwhelm. It makes him seem like he's super underwhelmed with what you've said.
So what I've realised, this happened to me today. Bree was out, and there was a few things that I needed to do. There was the dishwasher. There was sorting out the rubbish. There was making the bed. There was a lot that I had to do today, and I waited until sort of half an hour before the show before I did them all. And I thought, you know what, like, I actually fucking love this. Like, it felt good. I was like, this is actually super easy. And the only reason that I haven't done chores is because of my previous brand, which is about pushing back. And so because this is me saying it, I'm doing it, I am the chores guy, I'm cool. I'm going to do all chores. So Bree doesn't have to do anything anymore. I'm doing all the washing, the cleaning, the vacuuming, making the bed, putting my undies away, making sure there's no water after I take a shower, towels are up, bins out,
Wow.
recycling
But didn't we decide?
Is Bree left?
likes
Is
doing
Bree
it?
leaving the house? Have you split
Yes.
up?
Well, Bree's no longer with me after yesterday's show. I just thought it was the best way to tell you guys that I am the chores guy.
It was either become the chores guy or actually live in a sty.
So what do we think? Any sort of does anyone want to join me on this rebrand? Bree's just said in the comments, "Oh wow, thanks."
Who did?
Bree's not home. Bree's not home at the moment.
She doesn't know about this. She
says.
hasn't even got this announcement. Where's the exclusive sign?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Jeez, that was
definitely-
big.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, sorry. No, it's happening.
Lyndon called it early as well.
Really? How
Yeah.
did Lyndon call it early?
Oh, as in just run the banner.
Okay.
Oh, he
That's the
runs
exclusive
that,
now.
yeah,
so I
Give you a
am-
snippet.
I'm the chores guy. That's what I do. That's my rebrand. And so that means everything from doing the dishes, washing clothes, making sure
Yeah.
the bathroom, the water's not there, but most importantly, the dust issue. You know, I was complaining about the dust. I could have just
Yeah.
dusted it. So I'm going to do that now.
That's what I said. Just dust it. No, look. To be fair, it's a good thing for you to be doing. Stepping up, pulling your weight around the house.
And so I
maybe
don't want Bree to do anything. So what I'm going to get pissed off at now as part of the rebrand is if Bree tries to do anything. Not having it.
Yeah, I mean, but Brie loves it. I mean, sorry, I don't know if she loves it, but she is very anal when it comes to your place, which is why it looks so amazing. Yeah. And so I'm just worried that her breaking the habit. So what does she become? The non-chores girl.
Yeah, she has to find some hobbies.
I mean, the worry is that you don't want to
start a podcast.
Make it like this shit. It's boring. Like a lot. Like, I mean, it is just a reframing, but it doesn't. Maybe you don't even need that in. It doesn't have to be good to do it. George, what do you do around the house? Like, what would Hannah say?
Washing. I do dishes, and she does pretty much everything else. She'll do washing clothes, cleaning bathroom, that sort of stuff.
Do you think that sort of contributes to your positive outlook on life because you're not doing anything?
Yeah, potentially, maybe. But I like doing the dishes. I don't mind it.
Yeah, we've done the dishes together. It was
doing
beautiful.
Clothes.
Yeah,
really? Clothes are so easy.
Shirts.
Yeah, I hate hanging them up.
I've only got 7 undies to do.
And half of them are your dad's.
I've.
It's an odd number, work it out.
I reckon since working from home, definitely done more because you hear definitely just unpacked done a lot more chores because I'm like, fuck. I think maybe it's like you end up. Do you think that's a part of it, Josh? Like you're at home more, you're seeing it, you're around it more. Whereas if you're out for 12 hours a day, the time that you're home is like 4 hours before bed.
Yeah. It's also, I think, it becomes more visible, I think. And because we're both sort of experiencing the same thing, it's very easy when you're sort of off schedule. I'm just sort of not in the house and then things just magically happen. Whereas now I'm sort of seeing it all. And
are you seeing Bree do it? And this is why you're thinking, fuck.
Well,
what am I doing?
The thing is because I also like it too. And so there's a bunch of things. So
you've never done it. How do you know if you like it?
Well, I did it.
Aren't you starting today?
So today,
what chore are you looking forward to most?
Which chore? I reckon the dishes are a real easy one. Like they're so overstated. And so I'm looking forward to doing the dishes, but also just putting the dishes away. So that's definitely one. I think making the bed is easy. Even just picking your undies up off the floor seems like a real quick win.
I love it. No, I know. It has to be a big announcement for it to pay off. I think we'll get some check-ins during the week.
Well, the other thing I was thinking...
See if you can do 7 days of the chore guy.
Well, I didn't want to announce it like that because it seems like I feel like I'd be criticised if I sort of gave it a 7-day block. But I think it's good to start there.
Well, at least
so that's
until next.
What does success look like?
So success. Well, so the thing is,
who's it for? What's it for?
So what I want to do is I want to create a list, and that list will have every sort of chore that I'll be doing. And so I want to work with Bree now in putting together what that list is. And once we've worked out that list, then nothing else can be added to it. And so, I think that there's the other thing too is I think that I will be more. I think I'll do more if I sort of involve. Are you okay, George?
Yeah, this is funny.
I think I'll do more with the Insta stories. So I was thinking, what about every time I'm doing a chore, I don't talk about the fact that I'm doing a chore, but I just so happen to be giving. So, for instance, if you look back at the announcement that I made, I was emptying the dishwasher behind me. And so I feel like that can be a good accountability thing. Every time I'm doing a chores, if I'm picking something up, if I'm washing something down, if I'm doing the bed, that's where I do my Insta stories.
Okay.
That's so boring.
I mean, maybe you could set up a personal account.
I mean, what have you got, George? Your
chore
Instagram.
The chore.
Yeah.
The chore.
The chore hall.
I'm not putting up stories of every time I do the dishes.
But you've had your own anxieties around Instagram, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's just why I just don't really.
You didn't need to give him a jab to the guts there, Josh.
No, well, he didn't. Well, he didn't. He responded probably worse than what I thought.
It was really sad, actually. I felt sad.
George.
You were so happy.
You okay?
I'm good. I'm just so lagged with that.
Okay,
So
it is very laggy.
More watching. I'm just watching you guys. I'm just
Okay,
laughing.
thanks for. It's just
Okay,
the guy, a weirdo in the room in the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah.
George
I'm just weird
updated
on that.
his Instagram bio.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
you seen his?
when I was drunk the other night.
Hang
I
on,
was-
hang on. Have you just worked this out, Josh?
Look, I just have this thing.
No, but
I don't wanna
how?
get
I'm just.
weird. I
I
don't
don't.
wanna
I'm not
get-
going to judge you. I'm impressed actually. If you've
I
just.
have like a photographic memory, and so if you have changed your Insta bio, even if it's cryptic, JJ sees it. Okay, so if you've made any changes, it could be a single word. JJ knows. George says if you're somehow there, if you're somehow here, go to @The Daily Talk Show instead. Way more fun.
I mean, I appreciate
That's
that.
nice.
It's
Isn't that
George
nice?
taking
Yeah,
one for
that's
the
great.
team. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
mate.
I'm thinking about changing my profile pic.
Oh yeah.
What too?
What too?
I've had the same one since I start. I don't know, just mix it up a bit. So
Do we need to take a photo?
yeah,
Do a shoot.
yeah, maybe.
Grace says, haha, my friends and I update our IG bios when we are drunk as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I was
Sebs,
drunk. It was
what's-
midnight after the podcast. So
Okay.
yeah, I was feeling a lot of love for the Daily Talk Show at the time.
Do you think it means something, Josh? Like you, because I
Oh,
know you
definitely.
look beyond just the words. What are you thinking it means that
think it
George
might.
has done this?
I think that it probably, I think it's great for George. I think he needs to update the photo. So for instance, my bio at the moment, I could definitely, is it too early to mention chores in my bio?
I mean,
Probably.
this is the thing. You've been
chores
the
guy.
insert word
No, I don't wanna
guy
be
and
the
then
chores.
guy a lot of the
Yeah.
times, and
Mm-hmm.
what you want to make it stick. So what do you think? This is probably just like throwing it back at you. What has worked for the amount of things you've said? You're the guy.
Mhm.
What makes it work?
Yeah,
for
I
you?
keep putting it in the bio. So what
Really
about
cements it.
hanging out with mates and hanging out the washing?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah?
What about just chore guy and then like a
I don't know about
shirt,
the actual...
vacuum?
So I'm
like
the guy
emoji
who does
series.
chores. I don't know if I want to be the... I don't know if it's... I'm not registering the name.
Thechoresguy.com.
No, you don't have to. But just filmmaker, podcaster, creator, chore doer.
Yeah, chore doer.
Chore
Yeah, I don't
whore.
mind that.
Chore doer.
Chore
Chore.
Chore
You
whore's
love
not
it.
bad.
Chore.
Chore whore. Hey, I've just
What
changed
about the
something on my
chores
Can you just
in
jump
the
onto
bio?
my?
Okay.
Can you just jump onto my bio,
Mhm.
my Instagram account at Tommy Jackett, and tell me if you've tell me what I've changed. Not you, Mason, nor George. This is Josh,
Okay.
and I reckon he'll get it within a few seconds. Just a small little change, just to see how he feels. Get a bit of feedback on it.
Have you added... This is just...
See, this is unprompted. I reckon you feel it while you're sleeping, and then you wake
Was
up.
it?
You're
Did
like,
you add filmmaker? Have you always had filmmaker?
Nah, oh, that's
No, he's
always
had filmmaker.
yeah.
I don't know. Actually, you've always had the My Podcast with the arrow down. Maybe it wasn't the dailytalkshow.com URL. Was it a different URL?
No, it's the show.
I feel like the
That's the show.
spacing's wrong. Like
Come
you've
on,
done it
mate.
wrong.
Come on, mate.
Oh, Mason's got it.
Producer?
I've got it.
Oh, it hasn't updated then. Hang on.
No, it's updated.
Wait,
You-
wait.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
You can guess.
You've added creator at the Daily Talk Show. That's the new bit.
No, big media company. Create a big media
It's a- it
company.
was always-
he had
it was
on
always
his
created-
bio this morning.
Yeah, but and then he added the at the Daily Talk Show underneath it.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, you're
Can,
right.
can I
No.
guess?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, go for it, George.
I reckon you've now got producer under your name when you used to have public figure.
No.
I don't think
You've
it's
all
updated
got it
sure
wrong.
it's not that
You've
Daily
all got it
Talk Show
wrong. I
one?
changed my profile photo.
Oh, we weren't looking at the
Ah.
fucking photo.
Oh, but sorry, I
you?
said my profile.
You've
I
just
said look at
can
my
you add
profile.
a space either don't have the spaces after
From where?
the slashes.
Oh, yeah, like that?
Nah, or just be consistent because you've got filmmaker space podcaster, then / without a space.
Yeah.
I think just fuck the spaces off. You don't need the spaces.
Yeah, just get it all together.
When,
no worries.
when are you going to change? When are you going to change yours, Josh, to
500,
over 600 episodes?
I thought about this. I mean,
Or you're gonna wait till 700?
So mine says filmmaker, and it's got a cinema camera, podcaster, and it's got a traditional microphone because I'm not an amateur. If you type in microphone into the emojis, you will get sort of a standard handheld where you can see that's not what we use. On a 10-year journey to build one of Australia's best media brands at the Daily Talk Show. 7 days a week and over 500 episodes so far.
There's a few things that I have
one.
never thought about putting in my bio, and it's one, like a location at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people are wanting to really cement that a part of their brand is I'm
Travel.
nor here nor there. I might be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And and the other one is
you
I imagine if I just had a little
I'd
Collingwood 9 to 5, no, Abbotsford 9 to 5,
you
Bulleen.
you could just update it.
The other one is a little lock and love heart, and then the @ symbol to the person's name that you're in love with.
Bree has this. She has the
Does she?
My Heart at Josh Janssen.
Oh, that's.
I mean,
And she's also got a chocolate bar, but that's because she works.
and so for the guy that looks into stuff and because I could easily just go, oh, that's cute, you're just going out with each other. But Josh, what does that actually mean when you look at somebody who does that?
It means a
Not
lot.
Bree, let's take it out. What is it? What are you stating? What are you saying? Look beyond
there's
the
a bit of identity.
bio.
It's like, hey guys,
Yeah, sorry, I've got an idea. Beyond the bio. And it's Josh dissecting people's bios and what it really means and where they're at in life.
Put your Instagram handle in the chat, and I'll deconstruct your bio.
I
But
just,
Bree's one, I think what I think about Bree's. So she says marketing with a chocolate bar and says @Hey Tiger. I say with that is she's humble because she hasn't put marketing director. She's kept it sort of, she could be any level.
She kept
So
it subtle.
Kept it subtle,
Yeah.
marketing, and then the chocolate bar. I think what I like is that she's used emojis that are all the colour red.
Great. Branding.
If I was to criticise, you're not your job. But I've fallen for this as well. I've said filmmaker, I've said all these things up front. I guess we need to be careful about sort of defining ourselves.
Yep.
But I think Sev's, is a real issue.
Well, he's just got.
I'm still blind.
His identity's pretty tied up to the show, guys.
I love it.
So at
No,
the Daily
it's just-
Talk Show.
Yep, and then
That's all it
the
is.
website.
That's it.
But I do
And
like
the
that
website.
it's
Just minimal, I
producer,
like it.
which
Clear.
is the category. It's producer, and then
Clear
it's
as
underneath.
kind. Clear as kind.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
So
Clear
Grace
as kind
says
or
hers is
creepy.
Grace says hers is just words. I'd say it's cryptic. Grace is it might exist. Now I believe it used to say it definitely exists. And so the change from definitely to might,
Oh,
what do we read into that? Is it
did it really? Or are you making
Yeah.
that up?
Yeah,
I
no,
think it
I
was
think I remember
definitely-
that as well.
That's a
it was
great
definitely-
pickup.
That's
So
a
if-
that's a great that's a good pickup.
so what does
I
that
reckon
mean?
it's about you, Sebs.
It definitely exists.
Oh,
So
no.
it might
Well, how did it
exist.
go
Exist.
from
The other
definitely
What
to
about-
might? That's gotten worse.
Yeah, no.
Love?
Yeah. Yeah.
A future alone? Might
The future
exist.
alone.
I don't know. It's a hard. Let's not deconstruct it. But
What about
Batch.
Gemma's? I think Gemma's got a good bio.
Okay, let's have a look at Gem K Watts. Hello.
There is
at
not one
GemKWatts.com.
single personal thing about me on my Instagram, she says.
Who's okay? This is
Gemma
this is
said
from
that.
Gem.
It's very professional.
So straight up criticism: do not put URLs in a bio if you can't click on them.
Who's done that, Gemma?
Oh,
Gemma, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
She said
Gemma.
edits glowjournal.com, directs
Well, it's a brand itself.
glowjournalcreative.com. I'd probably consolidate all of these domain names.
The email's hard as well. Like hello at gemkwatts.com and then management. Like that's. Do you
I mean,
leave that for the
Do you think I could
email
have a
tab?
URL for management? Like, could we, Sebs, how do you feel about
Management.
TJ and I putting your email address?
as
for
man- yeah,
management.
yeah.
Oh yeah, great.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
Josh,
idea.
you know how many
Talent management.
opportunities are going to slip through.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If we know anything about his
No,
inbox.
hang on. In defence of Gemma has the most followers out of all of us, and
That's
I
very true.
have seen like people who
The
with a
most
lot of
amount,
followers do the directs to. Like, I wonder how many opportunities are coming through these things where you have just written it and it's not a hyperlink in the bio.
And her feed is so dialed in.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah,
there's
it's
clearly a
very
theme.
thoughtful. It's thoughtful.
Mm.
Sevs Grace says my bio is a bit of an in joke with a couple of mates. Do you know the in joke?
No, I'm not in on that joke.
Okay.
And Gemma says, guys, the number of jobs I get from Instagram. Shannon Tilney has nothing in her bio.
Yeah, that says something, doesn't it?
What about Hayden Dibbs' bio?
Let's have
It's
a look.
very in your face.
Let's have a look.
I like it.
Yeah, so
It's,
He
all
identifies
yes.
himself as a red camera.
So what I appreciate at Northside Kid, eat good food, make good films, take good photos. I like sort of the consistency and the good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we all need to do a bit of an audit. He hasn't used any emojis.
Show Baker's got a great bio.
Let's have a look at Show Bakers.
What? Read it out,
So
mate.
there,
It's got a
so
love
there are a
heart and it
couple of
says Rob.
quotes.
What's... Go on.
Sorry, say it again. I've lost it. I don't know why Sevs has turned into tomato. I coughed at the moment you said something, Josh, so I missed it. Can you say it again, or is it not one of those things?
No, you probably don't want to. No, so she's got 4 quotes. What have we always said is the most important thing? Breakfast, family, right? I thought you meant of the things you eat.
So that's some sort of quote from a
Okay.
film.
Mm. And then there's a little. What is that? A blog? Oh no.
It's a bit of stand-up
Oh,
here, I think.
buy t-shirts. Oh, great.
To be honest, the biggest play on Instagram, which I've only just realised, it's the emoji in the name.
Oh yeah. What do you mean? As in just
Oh,
like
yeah.
who's doing
Grace
that?
is that?
Yeah, Grace.
So what's Grace got, Sevs? Okay.
She's got the world.
Mhm.
Bit of a
So she
travel
travels?
flex. And that's like a flower.
Okay, so she likes
Flowers you've never
gardening
sent
and
her.
Sweet
traveling.
travel.
Okay.
Sweet travel.
I like the idea of George. I feel like you could be the type of guy to go single name on your actual.
George.
Oh, yeah.
Just George.
I think that would be
Yeah.
nice. Get rid of
Hard to
Martin.
do-
George,
yeah,
do it
maybe
all.
I'll do that.
What's Dotty?
Sidoti, Hannah, Sidoti, D-O-T-I. It's just a
D-O-T.
little message to her.
Doty. What? So is that her,
last name is Sidoti, S-I-D-O-T-I.
And then what's that black thing? What's that emoji? Because I've got the black.
Just a little dot.
I've
Just
got.
a little dot.
Ah.
So is that meant to
Dot.
be?
You know,
sort of
I would have
like-
gone Dotty.
So it's
Dotty.
Doty.
Doty.
Doty, yeah.
Okay.
But it looks like
That's
Dotty.
no, I like that. That's it's a nice subtle
It's
subtle
just subtle.
message. It's kind of
But
cute.
the idea is you're not meant to know.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
Alexandra says that it's a quote from Arrested Development in her bio. I think it's quite quirky. It's quirky. Gemma loves Hannah.
I just don't know why George is
I love
like
Hannah as well.
bearing the lead on Hannah. Like I think you've been together for
Well-
9 years, 7 years.
7. I mean, yeah, I don't want to go too hard
Nah,
on the bio.
look.
It's like,
You've done a great look. Like look how many times she appears in your feed.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
90%
Like if
of my
you-
feed is just her because she's better looking good info.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think we could do some updates. TJ, what are you gonna if we were to commit to something on the?
Oh, I just did
bios?
that's pretty big. I just changed my profile photo.
Okay.
That's a big move.
I don't know
It's a
what
big
I would
move.
change. I
And
feel
then
like
I
have to.
fixed the spaces and shit. So that's all done.
maybe I
what
try
do I
and get
fix?
you need to fix a lot.
Fix your head, mate.
I actually do. It's still blonde. It's quite
No, that was
Quite
good. I
misleading.
loved your blonde. I mean, who are you misleading?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I would like a new profile pic. Maybe I can get Bree to take one of me when I'm doing a loan outside tonight.
Oh, that's a
I
good
can
idea because
sort
you get
of
the nice
a lean
camera.
forward. Yeah,
Lean
Could be
forward,
good.
your classic
Just
lean
sort of-
forward.
that sort of thing.
Just take that. Just take that.
It's quite nice,
Can you put
isn't
your
it?
tongue
Yeah.
between your teeth? That's it. That's it.
That could be the peak. Sorry, guys.
No.
It's actually not bad.
Is that good?
Got it. Got it.
Was I looking
That's it.
right in the camera? Okay, good. And George, you can make any changes?
I'm gonna do a profile pickup update
Okay.
by the end of the week.
Get
Do
it
you know
close
what
to your
photo you're
face,
gonna go
George,
with?
so you can see your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't want it too far away. You don't want two people.
I think
in
I
the
want to
shot.
get probably not one. Yeah, it's a bit much.
Your internet's fucked, George. We're going to leave
It's,
it there.
it's absolutely not.
Fix
Just
your internet
we
before
go,
you fix your bio.
Mhm. Yeah.
we just wanted to thank Venture IP for powering the show and the website. You can use the code TDTS and you can get up to 50% off your first year on shared hosting. They've done a post on Instagram. They've got something big.
Yeah, big. I
coming
want to
in
know what's
promotion.
happening.
So
No,
They haven't let
I
us
know.
in on it,
I know.
which-
No.
I'm
Was
so
it the
excited.
90% off .au
How do you know?
domains?
No. No.
Where does
what's-
TJ know? Angelo?
Mate, Angelo
Yeah.
is
Angelo.
becoming the chores guy too. This is exactly what's happening. You just beat him to the punch.
No, we all have our announcements, yeah, but I've sort of... What do we think? I did a Slack about the 24th, doing something on the 24th, TJ.
Oh
Yay or
yeah,
nay?
that deserves an announcement outside of this. So
Okay,
let's
all right.
hold off
Friday,
Definitely, yeah.
the 24th.
because it has some logistics.
But
no, it
hang
has
on,
some
hang on.
logistics.
Just quickly. Are you?
Mhm.
Don't announce it. You
Logist-
can't.
No, we're not announcing it.
You
but I
can't
just
lock it
wanna
in.
say-
No, but I don't even know if you want to tease it right now because I
Yeah,
think
absolutely not.
We need to sort of fill it out a little bit more. Like
Mhm.
we haven't even got
Yeah.
confirmation from TJ.
This is-
or
this
George.
is-
like
This is
it's big.
this
24th
is Josh.
is gonna be a big
Josh
day.
moving states and hasn't
Mhm.
told Bree yet, but tells the Daily Chores.
Or the chores guy. Anyway, I'm off to... I've got to do the bed, so I've got to go. But
All right, guys, love you.
see you later, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for our normal scheduled shows. Have a lovely Sunday night.
See you guys.
Bye. Thanks everyone for joining.
It feels late, as you said that. It's 2:37 p.m.
I know.
and it feels like
yeah,
night.
the have a lovely evening's a bit.
Well, the sun just
Pretty
went
short.
down like went down a bit, and now it feels nighttime. Hey George,
Yo,
oh, he's there. Just checking.
You're going to bitch about George on the stream.
Never.
No, we don't bitch. We don't bitch.
No, I don't bitch.
don't you?
No, definitely don't.
Bye Shannon. Bye Gemma.
Bye everyone.
See you, Shannon. See you, Gemma. Love you.
Love you guys.
Love you all. Look forward to seeing your bios updated.
I'm gonna go take Bodie for a drive.
Oh, great.
Going to go. Update your
I'm
location.
gonna go and
on
pick up
Insta.
something from my parents' place.
Wouldn't it be great if there was like an API that you could hook into that's automatically updating your Instagram bio
Like the
location?
Foursquare, yeah.
Oh yeah, one thing also. See that thing I sent you guys? It's not in Australia. Direct messaging
What have you sent
on
us?
direct messaging
on
through
the
the Instagram app desktop.
Yep.
Hasn't hit Australia yet.
I think
I've
see
got it. I've got it. It's a little rollout, so I've got it at the moment.
Oh wow.
I think it's just
What-
just in Chrome. I think some accounts have them, some don't.
Scooter says, hey
Yeah.
guys, looks like I just missed another one. Start again, please.